All right, let's talk about something that's both absolutely tiny and unbelievably powerful. It's a molecule that's so foundational to our health, yet most of us have never even thought about it. We're talking about nitric oxide. And honestly, understanding it could be the key to solving some of the biggest health puzzles out there. So let's dive right in.
You know the story, right? Maybe it's you, maybe it's someone you love. They're struggling with chronic issues that just won't budge. They're doing everything they're told, maybe taking a handful of pills every day. But their blood pressure is still creeping up. Their metabolism is a mess. It feels like they're just managing a slow decline. So what are we all missing here? What's the hidden piece of the puzzle?
Well, it turns out a lot of leading experts are pointing to one thing: a deficiency in a Nobel Prize-winning molecule. Yeah, you heard that right. It's a tiny gas our bodies are supposed to make on their own, and it pretty much governs everything from blood flow to our immune system. And its name is nitric oxide.
So what is this stuff really? Put simply, nitric oxide is a gas that acts like a messenger in your body. Its number one job? To tell your blood vessels to chill out, to relax, to open up. That process is called vasodilation. And when that happens, your blood flow improves, which means more oxygen and more nutrients get delivered to every single cell in your body. It's gone in literally less than a second, but the effect it has, it's just massive.
Now, here's the thing. When your body can't make enough of this crucial molecule, it doesn't just go down quietly. Oh no, it sends out some really clear warning signs, and learning how to spot them is probably the most important first step you can take to get your health back on track.
It's not like a switch flips overnight. It's more like a silent domino effect, a slow-motion cascade. For a lot of people, the very first sign is sexual dysfunction. That's the early warning. From there, it often progresses to rising blood pressure because those blood vessels just aren't relaxing anymore. Then come the metabolic problems like insulin resistance. Pretty soon, you might find you can't exercise like you used to, and eventually, it can even affect your thinking. Each step is just your body screaming a little bit louder for help.
Dr. Nathan Bryan, who's a real pioneer in this field, has this perfect analogy for it. He calls erectile dysfunction the canary in the coal mine. Think about that. It's not just a localized plumbing issue. It's the first visible sign that the lining of your blood vessels, the endothelium, is damaged everywhere, in your heart, in your brain, all over your body.
So naturally, when people start to connect these dots, they go looking for solutions. But the market is an absolute minefield of products that frankly just don't work. Let's bust a couple of the biggest myths right now.
First up, the whole beet supplement thing. You see it everywhere, right? Beet powders boost nitric oxide. Well, here's the reality. To turn the nitrate from beets into usable nitric oxide, you need very specific, good bacteria living on your tongue. But get this, Dr. Bryan points out that something like 2/3 of Americans use antiseptic mouthwash every day, and pretty much everyone uses fluoride toothpaste. Both of those things carpet bomb your oral microbiome, killing the exact bacteria you need. And that's not even mentioning that a lot of these beet products have been tested and don't even contain enough nitrate to do anything in the first place.
Okay, myth number 2, the arginine supplement. The logic seems to make sense, right? Arginine is a building block for nitric oxide, so if you take more of it, you should make more nitric oxide. Nope. Turns out, your body already has 20 to 40 times the arginine it could ever need. The problem isn't a lack of fuel, the problem is a broken engine. And if your blood vessels are already damaged, dumping more arginine in can actually make things worse by creating something called oxidative stress, which is basically cellular rust.
So listen, this is really important. If you're someone who's tried one of these products and you thought, well, I guess this nitric oxide thing doesn't work for me, you've got it backward. Don't blame the molecule. As Dr. Bryan says, that product didn't work for you. That company failed you. The science of nitric oxide is solid. It's the products that are often failing us.
Okay, so if throwing supplements at the problem is usually a dead end, let's flip this around. Let's talk about what we're doing every single day that is actively wrecking our body's ability to produce nitric oxide. And you might be really surprised by some of the culprits that are just hiding in plain sight in your daily routine.
Here are the big ones. We've already hit on antiseptic mouthwash and fluoride toothpaste. But a huge one, a really huge one, is acid blockers, those things called proton pump inhibitors, or PPIs. They literally shut down one of the main pathways your body uses to generate nitric oxide. Then you pile on a diet loaded with sugar, processed junk, and inflammatory oils, and, well, you've basically created the perfect storm for a deficiency.
And the consequences? They're not trivial. Just look at this number.
Studies have shown that people on those acid-blocking PPIs for 3 years or more have a 40% higher incidence of heart attack, stroke, and Alzheimer's. And let's be clear, that's not a 40% higher risk. That's a 40% increase in actual events. This is a major documented danger from a pill that millions of people take every single day.
Okay, I know that's a lot of bad news, but here's where the story takes a turn for the better. This is not a life sentence. You can absolutely fight back. You can restore your body's natural flow, and it all starts with getting rid of the bad stuff and, adding back in the good stuff.
So, what can you actually do? It's not complicated. It starts on your plate. Eat your green leafy vegetables. Think about a low-carb, healthy fat kind of diet. Get some moderate physical exercise. Maybe try out intermittent fasting. But here's a super simple but incredibly powerful one you can start doing the second this is over. Breathe through your nose. It's wild, but your sinuses are a major nitric oxide factory, and when you breathe through your nose, you deliver that gas directly into your lungs, which boosts your oxygenation with every single breath. How cool is that?
Look, at the end of the day, this isn't about finding the next magic pill. It's about getting back to basics. It's about restorative physiology, just getting out of your body's way and giving it what it needs to heal itself. The real future of medicine might not be some fancy new drug, but simply remembering how to support the incredible healing machine we were all born with. So think about it. What's the biggest nitric oxide killer in your life?